Hello everybody, it's Joshua. It is 5:30 on Sunday. And this short video, well, I think most of them attempt to be short. We'll see how long it is. This is about abundance. And it's very easy to say, I'd like my abundance right now. But how often do we actually deny our abundance from showing up? I was at a store today and I felt guided for whatever reason. A young lady and her mom, I believe her mom, let me not assume, a woman and a young girl were in line behind us. They had one item. It cost was about $1.50 or something. And for whatever reason, I had $3 or $4 on me. I felt guided to offer to pay for it. So I politely asked if it's okay if I pay for that for them. I'm just giving back, and that's it. And I had, a few seconds of chat with her. And the young girl was like, no, that's okay. And I said, well, actually, I really want to do this for you. But again, I need your permission. But this is a way of me giving back. And again, no, that's okay. And it kind of reminded me most of my life, really, where I complained about not having money, or I complained about certain things, and then something would line up for that to be solved, and I would say, no, not really, not so much. Kind of reminds me, I don't know if this is really true or not. There's a story about a man who is being caught in a flood, and he's asking God for assistance, and a man comes and asks to assist, and he said, no, 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 God will take care of me. And then a little while later, the rain, the water flood has risen, and somebody's in a boat and asks, I really would like to save you. No, 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 that's okay. God will save me. And then he's at the rooftop. Same thing. A helicopter comes. I don't know what that noise is. Maybe it's my phone. Yeah, it's my phone. And same thing. No, 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 it's okay. God will save me. The man transitions out of the physical world, goes to the pearly gates and asks God, I was drowning. Surely you would have saved me. And he said, well, I sent, I don't know, somebody walking by, a boat and a helicopter. What more could you ask for? And again, I don't know what that story is all about. And I'm just paraphrasing what I remember from it. But here's the thing. When's the last time somebody has offered you something? Especially when it's something that you've already been asking for. And you said, no, that's okay. Maybe it's a relative, maybe a friend, maybe somebody you don't even know, maybe somebody that you've been out of alignment with for a while. And again, I understand because I've been there. And I don't know if this young girl's been praying for something to change, but something happened for me to be in her presence and feel guided to offer the 10% of everything I receive gets back into the universe somehow. However, I feel guided to give back. She declined it. Now, what happened was, not only did she say, I would like this, again, she would have received an item for free just by saying yes. And it also blocked me from giving. So when you say no to somebody, especially if it's something that you really would like, no, 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 I can't take that from you, or I can't accept that. Really? Because now what you're doing is you're breaking that cycle. Somebody is also benefiting by feeling the joy of giving and assisting, especially if they believe it will, add value to your life. What would have changed with this young girl and the mom if they would have gone home and said, I know it's only like $1.50, but some young man at the grocery store bought this for us. And it's only $1, but yet it's the fact that God is providing in so many beautiful ways if we just open up our eyes, our hands, and our hearts. So maybe the next time you ask for something, God, Give me a sign I'm on the right track. Give me a sign that you're listening to me. Give me a sign that I'm being provided for. And then somebody offers you a baseball cap, and you're like, well, I don't really wear baseball caps. Accept it. Say thank you. Because if your life is anything like mine, you'll Sapphire, you'll receive something from someone because they're guided to give it to you. And then you find out very quickly its use. Or maybe it's meant for someone else and you feel guided to give it to someone else. Happens a lot with me. I give you a perfect example. Is when I was in, it was either Sedona, Las Vegas, or Hurricane, Utah. A beautiful, beautiful sister offered me this. Now, I asked her because I felt her energy, and I said, listen, I'm traveling. I'd love to experience more of this energy. Would you ever consider creating a bracelet for me? And she said, well, you can have this. The only thing is the reading on it is Soul Sister. And I said, well, that's okay. First of all, no judgment, no prejudice. Second of all, she's my soul sister. And third of all, if anybody has an issue of me wearing a bracelet that reads Soul Sister on it, that's their issue. If it brings me joy and happiness, like carrying around a rainbow bear with me most places I go, it brings me joy, it's my joy. If anybody has an issue with it, that's their stuff. I respect them, but it's not harming them. So I receive this. And there are times that I wear this, and there are times that I do not wear this. And I wear it when I feel guided, when it's just like, hey, I just feel like wearing it for whatever reason. The other thing is there may be somebody I'll meet, and I'm feeling somebody who's a little lost, a little confused, maybe a young woman, maybe early to mid-teens, and then I give this to her, and it brightens her day. And then every time she looks at this, she'll remember our conversation. It has a purpose, otherwise it wouldn't be in my life. If it no longer served a purpose in my journey, it would be gone. Which means at some point, this is going to leave my physical experience. Chances are before I transition out of the physical world. So that means it's serving a purpose in my life, or it's just in my possession for now because somebody along my path will benefit from this. So I'm going to ask you just for a moment. Just take a deep breath and imagine just for one moment. Imagine you're living in a different world. Imagine in this world, everybody on the planet is serving your highest good. Just for a moment. Imagine you and your thoughts are creating this reality, and along with others. But your personal experience is your personal experience. What you experience with others, that's co-creation. And then you say, okay, if I'm creating my life, there's a beautiful leather jacket that I'd like to wear for a period of time. I feel it'll bring me joy. It'll bring me power. It'll bring me whatever. Maybe it will remind me of a past experience and how much fun I had riding a bike, or who knows. So then you say, okay, in this world, I speak, it happens. No questions asked. So then, a couple days later, you have idea of looking at what kind of jacket lights you up, what kind of jacket resonates with you. And then somebody's like, hey, would you like this jacket? And you look at it, you're like, universe, that's close. That's a sign that you heard me. But that's not quite what I'm looking for. So you say, no, thank you. I'm looking for a jacket that more represents this. Thank you for the offer. And if they insist, then say, well, if you insist on giving it to me, then sure. And then maybe you're guided to give it to somebody that is less fortunate, or somebody that, for whatever reason, really doesn't matter. And then all of a sudden, you're not paying attention to the money. You're not paying attention to the time. You're just imagining every day, I'm wearing this jacket. It feels so good. And somebody walks by and drops their purse. And you pick up the purse and you say, excuse me, ma'am, I believe this is yours. And she says, thank you. What can I do to repay you? So I did this out of the kindness of my heart. And she says, there must be something I can do for you. What's one thing that I could offer you right now that would bring you tremendous joy and happiness? You say, well, to be honest, I really would like a leather jacket, because when I imagine myself wearing this leather jacket, it brings me feelings of joy and excitement and thrill and adventure. And then she asks, well, do you ride motorcycles? You said, yeah, actually, I used to. Times have been a little tough lately, but one day again, I'm going to ride. And she says, well, I feel you're a very generous person and you're very honest. You brought this purse to me and you had no idea it had $3,000 cash in it or whatever. Says, I'd like you to come to my house. I have something for you to look at. Say, okay. And you go to this person's house, you call and, set up the arrangement. You go to their house and they say, listen, look at this bike. Everything is beautiful of it. She shows you her new bike and she's really happy about it. And you're just really excited. You're like, wow, that's an exciting bike. The one I'm looking for is a little bit less speed, or it's a different color, but this is kind of the energy I'm looking for. Thank you. This is giving me signs that the universe is really listening to me. I can actually feel it. And she goes, what about that bike over there? And you're like, wow, that's like even more than I was imagining. I was imagining this. It's like, yeah, can I take a picture of that? Because I want to put that on my wall. I want to put that on my vision board. I want to look at it on my phone anytime somebody calls me, because that's it. And she says, it's yours. Free and clear. Would you like it? Would you like to ride it home? Would you like to pick it up tomorrow? Let me wash it off for you. You asked for a jacket, and a bike comes. And by focusing your energy on the joy and the excitement, it shows up even more so. Who knows? Maybe she'll throw in a jacket. Maybe the jacket will come from another source. But the jacket is still guaranteed. As long as you keep feeding the energy of you living in that world, that you have the jacket. And let's say, for instance, the jacket doesn't come. This is okay, because it wasn't about the jacket. It was about the joy, the thrill, the experience. And like I said, if you were somebody who you wanted the leather jacket because it reminded you of writing, one day you'll be writing again. Well, my friend, you just manifested, created, and allowed an experience that you're writing again. So, interesting how an item less than $2 turns into a motorcycle experience. Somebody in this world is going to go through that similar experience because I have just spoken it. Now, for me, not so much about a motorcycle unless my brother wants to ride one. Then, brother, this is for you. For me, well, okay, actually, truth be told, it's not a motorcycle so much, but I'd like to have a scooter. I wouldn't say a moped, but a motorbike that is street legal without a motorcycle license that I could just have fun with. Yeah, we could play with that a little bit. So yeah, I'll put that in my field. But by you experiencing this exercise with me, you just created motorcycle or insert anything else. You've just created more of an awareness that you're living in a world that listens to your thoughts and quickly responds to your heart space. And the stronger you feel it, the stronger the energy moves in your favor. And allow any person, any company, any thought, any process to occur that is aligning with that vision. So next time somebody offers you something, if it feels joy, if it feels happy, if it feels like they're generously giving something to you, accept it. Say thank you. I truly appreciate this. Thank you for adding value to my life. And oftentimes, you've already added value to someone's life in order for that to come out anyway. So it's like the universe is repaying you, but it doesn't have to come from the same source. So remember that. When you're given a gift, let's say you give somebody something, it's not about asking them in return to repay the favor. The universe will pay the favor in the most joyous, generous way if you allow. So may this experience bring you more joy, more happiness. And because I'm yawning, that means the energy is moving very powerfully right now. I'm looking forward and almost eagerly anticipating your feedback with this video. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll chat soon.